Good morning. It is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025, and it's 10:17 a.m. We have a long one here. This is something that I had an idea for since last week. And actually, I think I got it shortly after the whole golf thing in Scotland, with Trump caught on camera cheating at golf. And this is something that Republicans are going to ignore. Oh, what are you talking about? They'd rather talk about fake shit like Obama abusing intel or something like that. And they don't want to talk about the Epstein files. But Trump is a golf cheat. We already know that. It's ridiculous, that this guy can do anything he wants, and his people just want to ignore it, or they defend it. But anyway, Texas is trying to steal the election again. They're in 2018, Democrats picked up 40 seats in the midterms, 40 seats in the House, and Republicans don't want that to happen again, naturally. But instead of like running on their principles or running on the issues, they're trying to add five more Republican seats in Texas by gerrymandering them even further. Texas is a very gerrymandered state as it is. It is a very red state. It's more and more blues moving to Texas, and it's some like 20 years from now it might be a swing state maybe. But Republicans are resisting that by just instead of like having good politics, being right on the issues, they'd rather keep like arresting people for getting abortions and shit like that. So they're going to, and they don't want to lose the House this year. And now, so they're going to try to steal it. Democrats are now hiding in blue states. The Democrats in the legislature to avoid a quorum, so they can't vote on it. And here's the thing: the legislature right now is in a special session, not for this, but to handle issues from the flood that killed 135 people. But then they say, oh, while we're here, let's go ahead and steal the next election, in 2018. And they've already redrew their lines after the census came out a couple of years ago. Census results. And this is done every decade, and it should only be done once a decade. So Republicans are just assholes. They're not democratic at all. And I don't mean like Democratic Party, I mean just democracy loving. They're not very democratic. We should all be Democratic. Not saying you should all be Democrats. Republicans confuse this shit all the fucking time. They just don't know nothing. But yeah, they're just trying to steal this election. After Biden won in 2020, in what they experts call the most secure election in history, Republicans, like in every state, and especially the red states, I mean, they're the ones that actually got this shit passed. They try to change all their election laws to make it harder for mostly minorities to vote. Because they were just like, well, we're not very good on all this shit, so let's just go ahead and steal the next one. Yeah, and so they changed their laws, making it harder to vote, especially in places like in blue areas, like in like Atlanta, Fulton County, in Texas, in Houston. They decided to like change the laws per district, not just statewide, just to make it harder for black people to vote. So there's that. Just assholes. So my sleep schedule might be off again. I thought I did really well yesterday because I slept till I got up. I stayed up the night before, and I got up around 9:30ish, and I didn't take a nap and nothing, and I stayed up till like 1. It's like, great, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna be great. And then the cops showed up, and fire trucks and ambulances, because someone downstairs OD'd, and someone took off, and the cops went after him, looking for him, and there's lots of flashing lights. It wasn't so noisy as much as it was just flashing red and blue lights coming through my window. And so I'm laying there for the longest time, like, I should just go ahead and be nosy, walk downstairs and see what's going on. So I did that, and I went to bed about 5. So it's like 10:21 now, and yeah, my sleep schedule's gonna be fucked up. I don't know what I'm gonna draw yet today, so I'm gonna check on that after I post this video. After I post the video, why am I yawning? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm yawning. I slept for like 4 hours maybe. So, so actually I woke up the same time I did yesterday, so maybe I am getting back to it. But I know my body's gonna want, especially after I eat later, it's just gonna want to crash. That's what it's been doing lately. I just want to get back on schedule before I go out of town in a couple weeks. I'm going to a convention for just one day, but then I'm going to spend the weekend in another city. So we'll cover all that when I do it. Where are we at? I want to give a shout out to only one person. A lot of liberals, even liberals, weren't super crazy about the Hitler one. They were like, "Come on, man! There's no there," and but I think there is. I'm talking about the last cartoon again. When Donald Trump and every Republican gets on the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle bandwagon, Yeah, they're already on the Hitler bandwagon. Didi West, I love your comment. That is great. You should go back to the last episode, 3036, and read Didi's comment. Guys, have a great Wednesday. Also, I forgot my haircut appointment. I'm getting shaggy. Where's my Scooby? Goodbye.